Hello friends, Mandar here. I'm back with another video. Today the September 2023 visa bulletin is out. There are some minor changes and we are going to take a look at it. And I'll also provide my thoughts on what might happen for the rest of the year, fiscal year 2023 and in October 2023 visa bulletin. We'll talk about a couple of different scenarios towards the end of this video. And also don't forget the giveaway. Watch this video until the end and let's get started. If you are here for the first time, welcome. My name is Mandar and I make immigration and lifestyle related videos for US and Canada. I'm not an immigration lawyer, so anything that I say on this video or on my channel is for information purpose only. And for your specific immigration needs, before you take any action, you should hire a competent immigration lawyer. Check out the links in the description because those are affiliate links and you might find something interesting for yourself. And that will also help support the channel. And while you are down there, do hit the like button. And while I am walking you through the visa bulletin, do put your comments in the section below because I will be interested to know what you think about it. And that will also get you into the giveaway. So without further delay, let's look at the comparative analysis of August visa bulletin versus September visa bulletin. Now just to remind you, September visa bulletin will be effective 1st of September. So if your dates have progressed, maybe in the family based section, you might want to get ready with your documentation, but you cannot apply for your 485 until 1st of September. Now, as you can see, on the left hand side, I have August 2023 visa bulletin and on the right, I have September 2023 visa bulletin. Now, let's look at the family based section first. Now, as you can see here, for F1 category, the all chargeability remains the same at 1st of January 2015. China and India, again the same dates, 1st of January 2015, they don't change at all. For Mexico, the date has remained the same at 22nd of April 2001 and for Philippines, 1st of March 2012. So no change in the final action chart for F1. F2 has a little bit of a progression. So as you can see in F2A category, for all chargeability, dates have progressed from 8th of October 2017 to 1st of January 2018, about 2 months of change. Now same for China and India, 8th of October 2017 to 1st of January 2018. Mexico hasn't changed at all, it remains at 1st of September 2016 and Philippines has progressed from 8th of October 2017 to 1st of January 2018. F2B has remained the same for all chargeability, China and India at 22nd of September 2015. And also for Mexico and Philippines, the dates have not changed at all. For F3, the dates haven't changed at all for all chargeability, China, India, either for Mexico or Philippines. And for F4 as well, the dates have remained the same. So no change in the dates for family based section except the F2A category that has progressed a little bit, which was expected. It has been current for a while. In the last couple of months, we have seen the retrogression happening and now it's progressing further again. All it tells is USCIS is catching up on these numbers at the consulates by providing interview notices and doing the interviews, and thus they are utilizing these numbers and also able to progress these dates further. Specifically for F2A. For other categories in family based section, that is not happening, unfortunately. Now let's look at the filing date chart for family based category. Now F1 category, as you can see, filing date chart hasn't changed at all. For all chargeability, China and India, it remains at 1st of September 2017. For Mexico, it remains at 1st of April 2005 and for Philippines, it remains at 22nd of April 2015. F2A was current last month in August, which is this month, but for the month of September now has retrogressed, which means it has a priority date across the board. So they have set a priority date for F2A of 1st of September 2023 for across the board. For everybody in F2A category now are retrogressed. Basically what they are saying is that they have enough applicants whose priority date is before 1st of September to process. So they have set the dates for 1st of September 2023 for everybody for F2A. F2B has also not changed at all. So it remains at 1st of January 2017 for all chargeability, China and India. For Mexico, it remains at 1st of August 2004 and for Philippines, it remains at 1st of October 2013. F3 remains the same as well, 1st of March 2010 for all chargeability China and India, 15th of June 2001 for Mexico, and 8th of November 2003 for Philippines. And for F4 as well, no date change whatsoever. 1st of March 2008 for all chargeability China and India, 15th of April 2001 for Mexico, and 22nd of April 2004 for Philippines. So although steady, we are seeing a slight progression in the dates for F2A, but again retrogression in terms of the number of applicants that are already pending in F2A category to be able to consume the visa numbers available. So they have set a date to let us know that they have enough applicants before 1st of September, the priority date before 1st of September, to process in that category. So not much interesting happening in the family based section. Let's look at the employment based section now. So this is the final action chart for employment based section. Let's look at EB1 first. So EB1, all chargeability China and India, I don't see any change at all. So 1st of August 2023 for all chargeability, 1st of February 2022 for China, and 1st of January 2012 for India. Mexico and Philippines at 1st of August 2023. Now India, as you remember, had retrogress for EB1 last month, which was almost 10 years back. Now this is a temporary situation, as I told you in my last video. Because they ran out of numbers, they have to set the date at the earliest priority date applicant within the pool. But that doesn't mean that it will remain there. Next month you are going to see that date progress well into 2022 or 2023. We shall see where it goes. I'm pretty sure that it will be at least 2021, if not 2022. If it becomes current, I will be highly surprised, because there are a lot of applicants that are applying in EB1 category. Some are upgrading from EB2, EB3 to EB1. So there is a lot of demand in EB1 category. Now let's look at EB2. Now EB2, all chargeability had retrogress, which was not a very good news, but there is slightly good news here that it has progressed from 1st of April 2022 to 1st of July 2022. For China, the date has not changed. It has stayed at 8th of July 2019. For India, the date has not changed. It remains at 1st of January 2011. For Mexico, the date has progressed by 2 months from 1st of April 2022 to 1st of July 2022. And for Philippines, same, 1st of April 2022 to 1st of July 2022. So dates are steadily progressing for non-backlog countries, but for India and China, they have remained the same for EB2. For EB3, I am not seeing any change. The date for China remains at 1st of June 2019, and for India, it remains at 1st of January 2009. For the rest of the chart, for other workers category, for EB4 preference and EB5 preference, as you can see, there is no date change whatsoever. So I will not go through that. So what does this tell you? Now let me go through the filing date chart for employment based category, and then I will tell you my thoughts. Now this is the filing date chart for employment based category. So EB1, all chargeability remains current. For China, date has not changed. It is stayed at 1st of June 2022. For India, the date has not changed. It remains at 1st of June 2022. Mexico and Philippines remains current. For EB2, dates have not changed whatsoever. Across the board, they remain at 8th of October 2019 for China and 1st of May 2012 for India. For EB3, also dates have not changed at all. It remains at 1st of November 2019 for China and 1st of August 2012 for India. Rest of the chart also remain exactly the same. It's like copy paste from last month. Now let's look at a comment that they have made. Now interesting thing about this visa bulletin is that they have declared the diversity migrant category. They have shown what is the allocation cutoff number for each type of visa for each country. So I won't go into the details. Those who are looking at the diversity visa lottery, they can go through these numbers. Now from the employment based perspective, I wanted to read out this note: the availability of employment based visas during September. Employment based number used by both USCIS and Department of State has been steady during the fiscal year. As a result, most employment based preference category limits or the overall employment based preference limit for FY23 are expected to be reached during September. If at any time the annual limit were reached, it would be necessary to immediately make the preference category unavailable and no further request for numbers would be honored. Now what this means is they are running out of visa numbers for all categories in EB category. So what they do is once they run out of the numbers, they make that category unavailable. You will see a U in that column. Last year they however did not do so. They kept the date the same, which meant that people were technically able to apply, but they did not have the visa number. But sometimes what USCIS does is midway through the month they can change the chart from having a date to becoming unavailable, so that no further applications can be made in that category. We'll see if they actually do change it to unavailable during this month of September. But essentially what we take away from that is all the categories in the employment based section are going to be using up all the visa numbers, which is in a way a good news, because there will be no wastage of green cards. Remember last year or last couple of years there were green card wastages. That's because they couldn't keep up with the volume, and their processing time did not allow them to complete all the allocation of the visa numbers, and thus a lot of employment based visa numbers went unused. But that is not happening this year. So it is a good and bad thing. Good news for this year, that all the visa numbers will be utilized. Bad news in the sense that even the family based category is using up a lot of their visa numbers, so there might not be enough spillover into the employment based category. So good news and the bad news in that sense. Now they go on to explain what is the calculation that they use determine the numerical limits for that year. They kind of outline for the FY23 what was the numerical limits. So it was 226,000 visa numbers for family sponsored and 197,000 visas for employment based category. Now let's quickly look at what is the chart that they are going to allow to use for employment based category and family based category. So as you can see here, for the next month, which is September, they are going to allow using date of filing chart for the family sponsored visas, so which is typical. And for the employment based, they are going to continue to use final action date chart for employment based category. So that is true for the month of September. Come October, this will flip, because employment based category will also be able to use filing date chart starting October. Now let's talk about what might happen in October. So I know for sure that some of you are interested in stock trading, day trading, buying cryptocurrencies. I want to present you Webull. Webull is a trading platform. It allows you to buy stock, it allows you to buy options, do options trading, and also it allows you to buy cryptocurrency. Webull 9 was released with a brand new home and market page, asset page, and economic calendar. Also, Webull Cash Management was launched with 5.8% API with no fees attached and no minimum balance and unlimited withdrawals. This is amazing. New Webull USA users can still enjoy 5.8% APY and gift up to 12 free stocks when making an initial deposit of each is valued between $3 and $3,000. Feel free to take advantage of this. Join through my link and you will get those free stocks. Now there are a couple of different scenarios that I said might happen, right? First thing is, if no laws changes, no policies change on the DHS or the USCIS side, then it is business as usual. What it means is they will run out of all the visa numbers for EB category. They will make them unavailable for until the end of September. So no more green cards will be issued once they use up all the numbers at some point in September. If you remember, last year they ran out of the visa numbers for EB2 and EB3 on September 6th. So this year they might be close in doing so, and that is kind of a good news, because they are not wasting any employment based visa numbers. So we can take that as a good point. But come October, what is going to happen is there is going to be a new quota of employment based visa numbers, also for family based visa numbers. So typically we get 140,000 for employment based visas and 226,000 for family based section. Now these numbers are baseline numbers. So based on this and based on the demand, they will set the dates of filing chart. Now what I'm going to say is, for EB1 category, you have seen 10 years of retrogression that will only continue until the end of September. Come October, this date is going to progress to 2021 or 2022. That is my guess. It will bring the dates of filing chart to 2021 or 2022 for EB1 India. For EB2 and EB3, these dates are not going to progress a lot. My guess is for EB2, they might progress the dates until December of 2012. So right now the date of filing chart shows May of 2012 at 2800 applicants to each of these categories, and the dates might go until the December of 2012. And for EB3, I might say also the same, because they are so close, it also could go until end of 2012. So December 2012 is my guesstimate for EB2 and EB3. But for EB1, they may go until end of 2022, so December 2022. Now, to our surprise, if there are spillovers from the family based section to the employment based section, which I highly doubt, but say for instance there are spillovers, then these dates for EB category could go even further into 2013 for EB2, EB3 and 2023 for EB1. If there is a spillover from family based section, EB1 might also become current in October, but I highly doubt that. So that is just my speculation. Put down in the comment section below what you think about it. Now this is a realistic scenario. Now in another scenario where we are talking about that USCIS might make all the dates current, now that is not a sure shot. That is just a recommendation that is given by the Congress, some members of the Congress, to USCIS. Now it's up to USCIS or DHS to adopt it, and they will do lot of calculation, lot of thinking before doing any kind of drastic measure. Making the date of filing chart current means anybody who has an approved I-140 will be able to apply for 485. That will have a lot of implications. Although it is a good news for people who are applying for 485 because they will get EAD and AP, there is a lot of repercussions and lot of implications on the USCIS side. How to manage the workload, how to change their processes around that, so on. So it's a big deal for USCIS if they decide to adopt that policy. Now I want to tell you one thing. Last time it happened in July of 2007, nobody was expecting that the administration will make all the dates current for a month. So what happened is, it was all of a surprise that happened. Many people got lucky and they were able to apply for 485 because they were ready with approved I-140 and they were ready with the documentation. So within a month they were able to apply for 485 and get into adjustment of status. But some people that I know of were not so lucky. They missed out an opportunity. The reason is the dates did not remain current in the following months. They were not ready with their I-140 approval, or they were not ready with their documentation. So what I'm trying to say is, even if there is a minuscule amount of chance that dates might become current in October, you might want to be ready for that. Just in case the dates become current, you should be ready to apply for your 485. 15 years later since the last time this happened, now we have lots of information, guys like me talking on the YouTube and giving you all this information. So some people who say, why are you creating all this hype regarding all dates becoming current? The reason I'm doing so is just in case, even if it's a 0.01% chance, people who are going to be benefited from him have to be ready with their documentation to apply. There is 99% chance that it might be the first scenario that I mentioned and dates will not become current. But even if there is a less than 1% chance of that happening, you got to be ready, right? So that's my objective. So put down in the comment section below what you think about this. What do you think might happen in October? Do you agree with my assessment for October visa bulletin or not? And finally, don't forget about the giveaway. All you need to do is like this video, comment on this video, and also subscribe to my channel. And also like and comment on all of my videos leading up to the giveaway. So hope you like the content of this video. If you did, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to my channel. And I'll see you in the next one.